A breakfast burger sounds simple until the bun collapses, the bacon pulls off in one piece, and the tomato jam ends up on your shirt. Today, we'll fix all three. This is the ultimate breakfast burger. Let's get at it. All right, kitchen crew, here's what I promise you'll learn today. The ultimate double smash breakfast burger that actually stays together. Smoked tomato jam, bourbon maple chipotle mayo, and the structural trick that keeps everything where it belongs. Stick around for the jam. It does a lot more than sit on a burger. For the tomato jam, we need our smoked tomatoes packed in olive oil. These started as fresh tomatoes. I smoked and roasted them until they reached that concentrated sun-dried texture, then packed them in olive oil. We'll drain the tomatoes and reserve the oil. We also need a half cup of finely diced onion, a couple of cloves of minced garlic, a quarter cup of brown sugar, half a cup of chicken or vegetable stock, quarter cup of red wine vinegar, and a half teaspoon of dried thyme or herbes de Provence, your preference. Salt and black pepper to taste once it's done. For the spread, we have mayonnaise, maple syrup, bourbon, and chipotle paste. For the burger itself, we're using 80-20 ground chuck divided into 2.5-ounce balls. We also need homemade paper-thin Canadian bacon, sharp cold-smoked Tillamook cheddar, an egg, butter, and the sliced croissant bread. This one is from the Northwest Schwartz Bakery. I found it at my local Costco. The croissant loaf gives us the surface area we need, but it needs a serious toast. Forget boring salt and pepper. This is my Smokehouse AP Rub, the ultimate secret weapon from my kitchen. We started with a kosher salt and coarse black pepper base, then layering ground coriander, smoked paprika, granulated onion, granulated garlic, mushroom powder for a massive umami, and honey crystals for a touch of sweet balance. I'll put the link to those two unique ingredients in the description. Whisk it together, and you've got a blend that takes literally anything to the next level. From brisket to chicken, roasted veg to fries, and now our burger today. Now let's make that jam. Before the jam starts, we need the tomatoes. I start with fresh Roma tomatoes and smoke them for at least 6 hours until they reach the point where they start to dehydrate and take on that smoky goodness. This is not a quick blast of smoke for 10 minutes. The tomatoes need time to lose moisture and develop a deeper flavor. What I'm looking for is a tomato that has softened, concentrated, and taken on a noticeable smoke character without becoming completely dry and brittle. Then I move them to a 200-degree oven to help dry them further. Pull them and allow them to cool. Once they've cooled, I pull off the skin and pack them in olive oil. That oil protects the tomatoes and gives us another useful ingredient for the jam. We'll be using 1 tablespoon of that tomato-infused oil in the pan. If you don't have access to make your own, you can use store-bought sun-dried tomatoes and a touch of liquid smoke or smoked paprika in the jam recipe as an alternative. Rough chop the smoked tomatoes and heat 1 tablespoon of the reserved oil in the saucepan over medium heat. Add half a cup of finely diced yellow onion and 2 cloves of minced garlic. Cook these for 5 to 8 minutes until the onions soften and the garlic becomes fragrant. Don't brown the garlic. This is the foundation of the jam, and burnt garlic will follow you all the way through the burger. Add the chopped tomatoes, brown sugar, and thyme. Cook for 1 minute, stirring to coat the tomatoes in the oil and the spices. Pour in the broth and the red wine vinegar. Bring this mixture to a boil, then immediately reduce the heat to a low simmer. Cover the pot and let it gently cook for 30 minutes. After that, remove the cover, increase the heat to medium-low, and continue to simmer, stirring frequently. This step reduces the liquid and thickens the jam. Cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until the mixture is glossy and holds its shape on a spoon. At first, the mixture will look loose and separate. That's fine. As it cooks, the ingredients begin to come together. And don't limit this to burgers. This works with fried eggs, scrambled eggs, grilled cheese, roasted potatoes, pork chops, chicken, or even a cheese board. Let's move on to the mayo. Combine the mayonnaise with the maple syrup, bourbon, and chipotle paste. Whisk until smooth. Sweet from the maple, heat from the chipotle. The bourbon gives it some depth and pulls it back towards the smokehouse. Cover it and refrigerate it while we prepare the burger. Now for the bun, or should I say loaf. Melt butter in a pan and place the slices in it. This isn't just toasting, we're building a crust. The crust gives the croissant loaf some resistance against the mayo, the tomato jam, and the egg. The outside can stay soft and flaky. The inside needs to be armor. Look at that surface. Deeply brown, crisp enough to carry the build, but still buttery underneath. Set these aside for a moment. Bacon next. The Canadian bacon is shaved paper thin, not a thick slice, shaved. That gives it enough surface area to crisp quickly and keep it from pulling out of the burger in one piece. Flash sear it on the flat top until the edges curl and crisp. We want the texture of crispy bacon. Then move that aside. These crispy ribbons are going between the beef, the tomato jam, and the egg. Onto the patties. Divide the beef into 2.5 ounce balls. Place them on that screaming hot griddle. Immediately smash them flat with a heavy press and hold for 10 seconds. That first contact is where the crust starts. Season with that Smokehouse AP Rub. Cook for about 60 seconds until the edges are deeply browned and lacy. Flip the patty and add that sharp cheddar. As the cheese melts, stack 2 patties together. Cover for a minute and allow the cheese on the top patty to melt. The cheese can finish melting there without pushing the beef too far. Look at that crust. Now for the eggs. In a separate pan, fry an egg to over medium. We want the whites fully set and the yolk completely fluid. If the tops need help, flip the egg gently for about 10 seconds. That's all. The yolk is part of the sauce. And because the tomato jam and yolk are going inside the stack, they can work together without sitting directly on the croissant. Let's pull this all together. Start with the bottom croissant slice, toasted side in. Add a generous amount of the bourbon maple chipotle mayo. Next comes the double smashed patty stack. That's the hot, solid foundation. Now add the crispy shaved Canadian bacon. This is the moisture shield. Next comes the smoked tomato jam. Notice where it's going. It isn't spread directly onto the bread. It sits on the bacon inside the burger where it stays concentrated. Now add the over medium egg. The yolk sits over the jam and the bacon, not against the croissant. That's the protection we're looking for. Finish with the top croissant loaf and close it gently. Don't press aggressively. We want the layers to settle, not force the yolk out before the slice. Croissant on the outside. Mayo, beef, cheese, bacon, jam, and egg on the inside. Every layer has a job. Oh my Lord, this is so juicy looking. Just look at all that juice and the yolk and... Okay, here we go. The bread gives us the surface area we need, and the hard toast gives us the support we need. Okay, there's a lot going on. Obviously, got the creaminess of the yolk. The bourbon's just a slight touch at the end. It's super juicy, and there's some sweetness from that tomato jam, of course. And it's just, I'm dripping with juice. If you like this one, the full Brinner Creations playlist is in the link here. Breakfast leaning dishes that you can enjoy all day. You can find the full recipe for the burger at thebrinnersmokehouse.com. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Later, Gator.